don't sleep, wake up.
Collect your money,
Wake up, yeah.
collect your money,
Wake up.
Tera, go get the moolah.
Wake up.
Money go kala, kala go la odila. Don't walk, you don't try. You supposed to be jai. Kilo come, me come, person matter, person we don't mind. But when I land softly on the sofa floor. So far so good, koni bajo. Let me see you, go lo, let me see you, go lo. Bukao, let me see you, de buga. Go lo, let me see you, go lo. Bukao, let me see you, de buga. Go lo, let me see you, go lo. Bukao, let me see you, de buga. Go lo, let me see you, go lo. Bukao, let me see you, de buga. Better, go get the dollar.
Wake up.
Okora, la odila. Don't walk, don't try. Supposed to be high. Kilo con uno chef water. They feel when I'm mad. When I land so free on a sofa floor. So far so good, koni bajo. Let me see you, go lo. Let me see you, go lo. Bukao, let me see you, de buga. Go lo. Let me see you, go lo. Bukao, let me see you, de buga. Go lo. Let me see you, go lo. Bukao, let me see you, de buga. Go lo. Let me see you, go lo. Bukao, let me see you, You don't walk, you don't try. You supposed to the vibe. Beat me on the bed. You don't walk, you don't try. You supposed to the vibe.
He's the Director of Protocol and International Affairs Division at the Miami International Airport and the Miami-Dade. He leads the largest protocol office of any airport in the United States. And prior to joining the Banquet Aviation Department, he served as Senior International Trade Coordinator and Head of the International Trade Programs for Miami-Dade County's Economic Development and International Trade Agency. He also served as Executive Director and Head of Membership Services and Training Department for Junior Chamber International, as well as JCI's Director for Growth and Development for Africa and the Middle East. Mr. Alufai obtained a bachelor's degree from the University of Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria. He has a master's degree with an MBA from the Anna Maria University in Paxton, Massachusetts, USA. I want to also add that he's a leader, clearly, in the international community for more than 30 years. He continues to travel extensively throughout the world, conducting trade missions, workshops, and organizational field work, and essential professional development training. He made notable contributions during his tenure at JCI as a liaison for the following organizations: United Nations agencies, UNICEF and UNESCO, the World Health Organization, and the African Union. And he's also a delegate to the International Model United Nations in New York. So with that, I would like us to please welcome Ms. Olufahai to lead us into tonight's program.
Enjoy come on. Yeah. Let them know that you are enjoying their city. South Florida, good evening. Thank you so much. I'll be your host for tonight. My name is Desmond Alupo. Now, turn to your neighbor and say, hello, you look beautiful.
Hello.
Tell your neighbor, elections is over now and we can be friends again. Welcome to the Health and Education Love Project, which is health. We'll know all about them later. Let's get the program going. It is my pleasure to call on my good friend and mentor for the invocation, Dr. Edmond Abaka, who's also the president of the United Ghana Association of South Florida, iconic and foremost professor from the University of Miami. Dr. Abaka, please.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. For the invocation this evening, we are going to go the African way. Almighty, omnipotent, omniscient, all-seeing, all-knowing God, we thank you for this evening. We call upon you to be present this evening. We call on you because you created the world. Now to the ancestors of the African people, we dedicate this evening to you because we are because you were, and because you were, we are. And so to Santua of the Asante Nation, Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana, Nnamdi Azikiwe of Nigeria, Patrice Lumumba of the Congo, Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela of South Africa, Winnie Mandela, we call on you this evening. We give you the recognition that you deserve. Tizen Louverture and Bookman of Haiti, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, Robert Nestamali of Jamaica, Aimé Césaire Martinique. We call on you this evening. We recognize your contribution to the African people. Shirley Du Bois, William Edward Burgard Du Bois, Ida B. Wells Barnett, Harriet Tubman, all the ancestors of the American people. We give you thanks, we call on you, we recognize your contribution. Fannie Lou Hamer of Florida, we recognize you. We are, because of the struggles you went through, and so today we can stand here and enjoy the freedoms that we enjoy. To all the ancestors of the African people along the four corners of the earth, the east, the west, the north, the south, we recognize you this evening for what you have done for us, for what you have done for the future generation. That a son of the African people could be president of this nation. We recognize you, we give you thanks, and we hope that down the line, maybe at the tail end of our lives, we shall have an African descended person, or we shall have a brown or black person ascend to the highest office of the land. We recognize you, all the ancestors, for all that you've done. Now to help to the legacy of the Health and Education Love Project, we pray for a more encompassing dedication and love for people. For the suffering of the ancestors who came before us, we are here today. mothers and fathers of the African people. We pray for guidance. Guide us in a stronger value system and lead us to the zenith of respect and love for our people. To all of us, long life, prosperity, and as we say back to more vim, to do more work for our people. We thank you very much. We thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Abaka. I would like to borrow a copy of that prayer for my continued usage in another event. Very powerful, powerful prayer. Please, may I ask your indulgence to please rise for the United States National Anthem, which will be performed uniquely with the talking group. Please remain standing for the Negro National Anthem, Lift Every Voice by Trey Eyindakwa.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling seas. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
Thank you for that very beautiful rendition. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. For those of you just joining us, good evening and welcome. This is the annual fundraising gala for the Health and Education Love Project. This is a non-for-profit organization, and in a non-for-profit organization, you have dedicated board members who wake up every day to make sure that they provide their fiducial capacity to make the day-to-day organization work so that they can meet the mission of enhancing access to quality education, vocational training, civic engagement, health, wellness services in underserved communities, not just in the US, but in West Africa and the Caribbean as well. We hope you will help us meet their financial goals to continue to carry out these programs and services. It is now my great pleasure to invite the board members to please come forward to be recognized. I call on Dr. Francis Karanovich as official. Dr. Sophia George, please come forward. Miss Winnie Tan, yes. It's not easy when you serve on the board because your time and talent are required to make sure that the mission of the organization is properly carried out. Mr. Abe Martins, board member, please come forward. Dr. Edmond Abacha, Ms. Jane Golaras, please come forward. Dr. Gladys Oponte, board secretary. Mrs. Lydia Shola Taylor, co-founder and vice president. Mr. Abe Martins is not here. Well, we all know that an organization has to have a leader. Please rise as I bring on stage the leader of this organization, my friend, my brother, Dr. Yinka Taylor, president and co-founder of Hell. Please come on down. Return to your seats, except the president and co-founder who will have his welcome remarks. Dr. Ika Taylor, please.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming out this evening to be part of this second edition of Health and Education Law Project, Banquet and Awards Night. Distinguished guests, sponsors, directors, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the second edition of this occasion. As you are aware, HELP was established in 2008 to offer succor to underserved people in the health and education sector in South Florida, Africa, and the Caribbean. In 2008, when my wife and I conceived Health and Education Law Project, there were 8.5 million out-of-school children in Nigeria, 587,000 in Ghana, 41 million in Africa, and 58 million worldwide. In Haiti, more than 500,000 of school-age children were never enrolled in schools, while literacy rate was about 61% compared to the 90% average literacy rate for other Latin American and Caribbean countries. Things have only become progressively worse over the years. Recent data from the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, show that 98 million children and youth between the ages of 6 and 18 are still out of school in sub-Saharan Africa, with 20 million in Nigeria alone. This is an unacceptable situation. Education is a human right. It empowers people to survive and thrive, and is our most effective weapon against poverty. Successive studies have shown that higher literacy levels correlate with more peaceful communities, greater civic engagement, and stronger democracies. Education is one of the best economic investments available, with returns of $10 to $15 on the dollar. Each additional year of schooling is associated with an increase of 0.37% in GDP, rising to 1% with improved learning outcomes. On the health front, Sub-Saharan Africa has the highest maternal mortality ratio in the world, with 533 maternal deaths per 100,000 live births, or 200,000 maternal deaths a year, 200,000 every year. This amounts to about 68% of all maternal deaths per year worldwide. These depressing statistics are pointers that our communities are crying for help, hence our core areas of engagement with our targeted communities. Our organization is relatively small, but we have recorded some modest successes over the years as follows. We have been able to donate substantial pharmaceutical supplies and durable medical equipment worth about $5,500 to various organizations on healthcare missions in Haiti, Jamaica, and Nigeria over the years. We have donated furniture worth about $62,000 to support Haiti's educational development in partnership with Broward College, through former State Senator Daphne Campbell as the funnel through which we made the donation to Haiti. We have facilitated tutoring services at summer camps in South Florida and subsidized GED preparation services and career development services for at-risk youth. This year, we continued our forward march by welcoming a new, vibrant, Afro-centered director and the person of Dr. Sophia George. We welcome Dr. George to our board for capacity building because she's intimately involved in all these issues that pertain to the marginalization of some people from good and sound health services in our areas of focus. We forged a new partnership with Home for the Needy, which is based in Benin City, to expand our ability to impact internally displaced persons and college students whose education has been disrupted by a 9-month strike of university professors in Nigeria. Can you even imagine that? In how many places in the world would it be okay for university professors to be on strike for almost 1 year? But that is the reality of Nigeria. They only returned to work last month, and then the government started arguing again that, okay, we're only going to pay you half of your salary and not, your full monthly salary. So I won't be surprised if they go back to on strike again next month. The home, which was established by Mr. Solomon A. Folorunsho, a very passionate pastor in Nigeria, currently cares for more than 4,500 vulnerable persons, mostly children and widows, from the northeastern corridor of Nigeria. These are people or kids who have lost their parents and their homes to the malevolent activities of terrorist groups and bandits. They provide the needy with accommodation, food, clothes, primary health care, and quality education in their nursery, primary, and secondary schools. Upon graduation, students are mentored to attend universities or to learn trades like tailoring and carpentry. Our commitment is to support this group with financial and material support similar to our existing partnership with Wiggins Working in the Mission, led by Ms. Toyin Phyllis-Wiggins, for outreach to IDPs in the northeastern corridor of Nigeria for feeding, supply of hygiene, school supplies, and essential medication. We have also adopted Bright Beginnings Academy, Cape Coast, Ghana, for strategic intervention in the areas of infrastructure and holistic student development. This new initiative, which includes the provision of chairs and desks for pupils, will be fully consummated. We have started already, but it will be fully consummated in 2023. Meanwhile, we are seated in local college in Lagos to acquire home economics appliances and musical equipment to cement its project-based learning philosophy while making the students more useful to themselves and their families. In South Florida, we launched our back-to-school backpack initiative with 200 bags distributed through local religious and civic organizations. We also awarded provisional grants to students at Army Job Corps to assist with out-of-pocket expenses. We were only able to actually give one of them. We awarded to 3. We are still trying to track the other 2 down because the school has a very strict policy about how you even give the students grants. So we do need to, that's why we decided to expand to other institutions, because it's very difficult to help students at Miami Job Corps. Tonight, 2 additional needy students of Asian origin currently attending the University of Miami have been awarded vocational grants of $500 each, which will be collected on their behalf by their professor, Dr. Abanda. All this would not have been possible but for your generous giving at the maiden lending a helping hand banquet and awards night hosted by us on November 20 last year. We thank you for your humanitarianism and public spiritedness. We hope that the warm glow of giving that you experience will inspire you to do even more as the needs out there continue to multiply in geometric proportions. Please join us in expanding educational opportunities and access to the underserved and marginalized. Join us in ensuring access to a safe and healthy learning environment for our children in Africa, the Caribbean, and South Florida. Join us in enhancing teaching quality through teacher development initiatives. Join us in developing cross-cultural, technological, and activity-based experiences that will prepare our youth for the highly competitive world of today and tomorrow. Together, let's reduce the number of students without school desks. Things that we take for granted here. Uniforms, textbooks, shoes, hot meals, clean water, and the capacity to pay school fees or access basic health services. The task before us is daunting, but we cannot surrender to despair. Our choice of Miss Rhoda Beasomni LeBlanc, co-founder of Rhoda Eyes Alliance Incorporated, a veteran optician and humanitarian, as today's keynote speaker, is another step in our coalition building for the benefit of our core constituencies. Like the Akan people of Ghana wisely remind us, and you know I'm from Ghana, right? Yes. Yeah. My middle name is Yahoo, if you don't know. As they remind us, a village united in fraternity is prosperous. Let's echo the words of legendary, let's also echo the words of legendary American tennis player Arthur Ashe. From what we get, we can make a living. What we give, however, makes a life. Welcome to this year's banquet. Let's roll.
Thank you, Mr. President. There is indeed a lot of work to be done. And just so you know, we accept US dollars, we accept Ghana CDs, we accept Jamaican dollars, We accept Zelle, we accept credit cards. So, I think we're ready for dinner. Madam Shola, we can cook dinner because we have to feed them first before they write those big checks. Give me 1 minute, DJ. Okay, how's dinner? Okay, so just so you know, we have seconds. Yes, we have seconds. Please feel, we want you to be well fed so you can write fact checks, okay? Remember, we accept credit cards, we accept Zelle, Ghanaian cedis, Nigerian naira, Jamaican dollars, okay? Yes, we also take Japanese yen. Thank you. For those of us just joining us, welcome. This is the annual Gala for Health, helping West Africa, United States, and the Caribbean, and we thank you for joining us to meet their fundraising goal. Before we bring on the keynote speaker, we have some, all of you are definitely very important guests, but protocol demands that we say hello to those elected officials and representatives of the different organizations representing their respective non-for-profits and agencies. Please help me to recognize the Honorable Alexandra Davis, Commissioner for Health. I told Commissioner Davis I have seen her in so many African events. She should confirm if the Ghanaian jollof rice is better than the Nigerian jollof rice. And now that elections is over, I don't want to start a new war. So let's leave it at that, okay? It also gives me great pleasure to recognize the Honorable Joy Smith, Councilwoman from the city of West Park. Is it commissioner or council? You have to, no, West Park doesn't have council. Miami Gardens have council. Let me get my protocol right. Also gives me great pleasure to present the Honorable Dr. Katrina Touchstone, also commissioner from the city of West Park. Oh, commissioner to the left. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you know, we of course, I'm the director of protocol, so you know that the word elect is very, very important. Thank you so much for joining us. Commissioner-elect, as you can see, your two colleagues are wearing African outfits, so we will invite you. We know you are elect, so we will forgive you. So you know now that when we invite you to an African event, you have to. Absolutely, absolutely. Please make sure you ask for the Nigerian attire, not the Ghanaian attire. Okay, I don't want to start trouble. I'm just joking. Everyone is fine. We would also like to recognize and appreciate the Haitian American Nurses Association. Haitian American Nurses Association. like it when they bring their cheering crowd. The M.A. Agbirugbe Foundation. M.A. Agbirugbe Foundation, where are you? On behalf of the President and the Board of Directors, thank you. United Ghanaian Association of South Florida, UGA. They are still eating, that's why their noise is so loud. They are still eating.
I know.
Egbe Omo Oduduwa Association, thank you so much. Thank you, Egbe Omo Oduduwa. Ms. Josephine Godi, the third Vice Chair of the Miami-Dade County Asian American Advisory Board. And I see that my friend, the Director of the Asian, don't worry, I know him. I know him, Mr. Joshua Ho, Miami-Dade County Program Director. Let us also recognize you. Oh, of course. Reverend and Mrs. A. the Queen of CRMI. Thank you so much. We would also like to recognize Ms. Sarah Amofa as President of UGA ESTA. Thank you for your support. Will continue as we name the names. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to hear from our keynote speaker. It is now my great pleasure to invite somebody who is very capable to introduce to you and to present and bring to the podium our keynote speaker, one of the board members of ELF, Dr. Madeleine Gladys Kukwa Sakovia of Banquet. When Dr. Kala told you he's a Ghanaian, I was just laughing. All these fake Ghanaians. I'm the true Ghanaian, my name is Kofi. So, if you say you are a true Ghanaian, come and repeat all of Dr. Kukwa's name. That's how you know you are not the real Ghanaian. Dr. Kukwa.
Thank you, Desmond. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a great pleasure for me to introduce our speaker tonight, who is going to talk to us about the essence of coordinating with other organizations such as health and education lab project, and working and caring for the less privileged through eye care. According to John Quincy Adams, if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are indeed a leader. This quotation really mimics our speaker, Randa Verasomi LeBlanc, who was born and spent her childhood years in British Guyana, now Guyana, South America. After graduating from St. Rose's High School, Randa spent 6 months in Trinidad, then migrated to South Florida in 1972 to pursue a career in opticianry at Miami-Dade College. Subsequently, she started her profession with American Optical and in 1986 ventured into opening her own optical business called All About Eyes 2. The business was a full eye care center with optical laboratory on premises in the Cutler Ridge area, later expanded to 2 additional satellite offices. It was during this time frame, Randa, caring for her son Rashaman and other immediate family, gained the experience that led to her personal growth and found her passion to care for others in need through eye care. Within the last 25 years, Rhonda has been an active member of professional opticians in Florida and served also as a board of director from 1990 to 1991. Thereafter, she met and married the love of her life, Pierre LeBlanc. Together, they founded Rwanda Eyes Alliance, Inc., a 501c3 nonprofit organization in 2007, with a mission to care for the eyes of the less privileged. As a veteran optician, entrepreneur, and a humanitarian, our speaker is the co-founder and the president of Rwanda Eyes Alliance, termed REA, where she led a group of dedicated healthcare professionals and others who volunteered their time and expertise to care for the eyes of the less fortunate. Over the last 14 years, her leadership has transitioned REA mission from giving a man a fish to teaching a man how to fish. That is, from annual eye care missions to presently operating a vision clinic in Aceh, Haiti, with backing of locally trained optical assistants. It is the hope of Rwanda and her team to duplicate the Haiti's Vision Clinic model project to the other Caribbean islands, such as Jamaica, Bahamas, and Guyana in South America. Then in May 2021, Trinity Theological Seminary of South Florida recognized Rwanda's humanitarian work and honored her with a doctorate degree in ministry. Rhonda enjoys gardening with her husband Pierre and enjoy his music, spending time with their children, grandchildren, and their many spiritual sons and daughters. And now, to hear from her, ladies, gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the podium, unfortunately no podium, our speaker, Dr. Rhonda LeBlanc. Rhonda, your audience. Thank you very much. To President Heller, the Health Board of Directors, and to everyone present, thank you on behalf of Rwanda Eyes Alliance for having us here. Thank you especially to Director Winnie Tang, whom I met, and that's the reason that I'm here today. On behalf of my Board of Directors, my co-founder and husband, Pierre LeBlanc, our advisory board, and in particular, our CPA, Tony Chinye, who's here with me, I thank you all. We thank you. I just want you to know that I don't have my African outfit because he told me. This one. He was supposed to take care of that. So that's what I cleared that part. Tonight, when Winnie talked to me and invited me to be here, and following that, I spoke with President Teller, I had no idea about health. So after speaking with President Teller, I started to look at everything, check the website, the social media, and so forth. And I thought to myself, with a name like health, it has to be something good. And then when you think about health, education, and the Love Project. And as I searched through everything, the reason that it convinced me that I should respond to Winnie and Dr. Teller to be here is because there are a lot of common factors involved. Dr. Teller and his wife started their organization in 2008. Pierre and I are co-founders of our organization. We started in 2007. We registered the organization in 2008. In the mission statement, it says to serve the less fortunate and the undeserved. And when I look at some of their projects, we have done the same thing. We sent furniture to Haiti. We sent pharmaceutical brands and medications and so forth. So I was like, well, I think I really have to do this. I can't say no. So what I want to share with you is the person, I'm sorry, I don't know your name next to me, that introduced me, basically told you what we do. I'm just going to briefly share that with you because after deciding that I should be here and I should share about it. We went on a mission to Haiti in 2007 at the invitation of a Catholic priest. And we went into the mountains of Pensacola. And that is where we found out that there was such a great need in Haiti for eye care. Our mission was to serve the Caribbean and the United States. However, we got stuck in Haiti because the need was so great. Throughout the time, we spread ourselves and we served when there were natural disasters. We took anything we could get and send it down. And over time, we had to realize that we had to stay focused on what our need was, except in times of disaster. And that has helped us through the time to move from annual missions where we took recycled glasses. We traveled with hundreds of bags of recycled glasses. We spent weeks trying to sort them out. And it was one of the hardest things that we had to do. So we moved on, and over time we started to train the people to do the work themselves. We started out trying to teach them once a month. And we realized that that wasn't a good thing, because you go there for a month and you teach them something, and then it took too long to go back and do that. So, however, over the time, we are proud to say that we now have trained 8 young people that run the clinic for us. The main clinic we have is in RKA. We always use the local doctors, and they can do the clinic when it's safe. We have had to shut down, we have had to reopen, whatever the insecurities are. But it has taught us that, one, that we have to teach them to take care of themselves. We can't continue to give them everything for free. We started out with everything for free, and we would give them reading classes and sunglasses, and then when they knew we were coming back, the line was long. But we changed that to where the people pay a very small amount for their examination, and that money comes in and it pays the technicians and the doctor for their stipends. And now they're making the glasses on their own. We send them the supplies, everybody gets new frames, they pick them for themselves for free, and they pay for their lenses. When someone pays something, regardless of their income, regardless of what their budget is, they take care of it more. So in the Teach a Man How to Fish program, we're happy to say that throughout it all, the Haitian young people are so resilient. They want to work. We just have to lift them up.
Yes, thank you.
I want to let you know that what I'm sharing is so, as President Teller said, as a model for when we go out there and we want to help. There are a couple of books that we read when we first started our project, which said, when helping hurts and when healthcare hurts, You have to learn to lift them up so that you can train them, lift them up so they understand that they must take care of themselves, they must take care of their families. And a lot of times people get the wrong impression, especially in particular, and I must say Haiti, because God put Haiti on my heart. And to the nurses over here, I've longed to work with you guys. I've known quite a few of you, and my husband will tell you that I love Haiti more than you. In comparison to that, we weren't able to travel since 2019. And during that time, we branched out and we started missions in the Bahamas. And we do a lot of donations to Jamaica and any of the Caribbean islands that we can support in encouraging them to move from just doing simple vision screenings. You can't do a vision screening and tell the person you need glasses and then don't help them. And that happens a lot. The groups go in, they screen them, they tell them they need glasses, they need help, they need medication for eye diseases, but you don't follow through. You have to follow through. Yes. We truly believe that if one can see better, not only is their life better, their family is better, their community is better. I personally feel that here in the United States, if we took vision and put it at the top of the insurance list of benefits, life would be better for everyone. Because if you see better, you walk better, you eat better, you eat your medications better. In relation to health, and I looked at health and I thought about all the words, I want to share that with health, in the health environment, I would like to share with you that Rhonda I would like to partner with you in the area of eyes. We have to help the children to have their eyes checked. In today's time, people are neglecting their eyes, but in real life, in technology and digital devices, every one of us here, our children and our grandchildren, you need to have your eyes checked at least once a year. Our eyes are deteriorating, the health of it is deteriorating. I see it every day in my private practice. I work with a lot of ophthalmologists, and I'm not looking at anyone, but you know I love you. Some of us, we have to check our eyes because we're looking at the phones and you don't want to wear glasses. You have to check your eyes once a year and make sure your children, their eyes are aging faster than that. So in regards to health, from the Eyes Alliance, is telling you that we would like to work with you. The reason that we can work with you, and I can say it so boldly, is that since the insecurity in Haiti and the global pandemic, and I couldn't travel as much, the team couldn't travel as much, we have just recently opened this year in March 2022, we opened a vision clinic in Miami in a church that's operating right now for the less fortunate, for the undocumented. Everyone is welcome, but we're there at a discounted price to take care of them. It's in Miami, it's on the cusp of Little Haiti, El Portal, and Overtown. And I have details, I will share my website and all my information. We did it very slowly this year to make sure everything is in place. It's fully furnished. There's an optometrist and myself that we donate our time, and we're looking forward to an ophthalmologist joining us next year. We need to take care of people's eyes. You see better, your life is better. We also do education. We participate in health fairs. We go to community offices and we share about eye education. So the education in your health, we would participate in that. And most importantly, when you take care of the underserved, if you take care of anyone, we have to have love. We have to give the gifts of love. We have to be kind. We have to have humility for them. You have to let them be themselves and don't look down on them. So love makes the world go round. I'm a love child. I share love. I'm a hugger. And if we can take love and if we can all join together, we can make a difference. We can create projects that will make a difference together. There's strength in unity, and we can do this together. So I'm making this very short, and what I'd like to say now, that in love, I would like for you all to join with me. We all know why we're here. We have to support health. We have to stand up and donate to them and keep the project going. We've been doing this for 14 years, and it has been challenges of all types. It's been financial challenges, it's been traveling challenges, it's been volunteer challenges, it's been fundraisers and galas. We've been through it where, how are we going to do it? Is it going to happen? We've lost suitcases with medication. We've traveled in an 18-wheeler to get furniture. We've done all of these different things, and there's challenges. But if we come together, and we're all passionate, and we understand that we are our brother's keepers, we can do this together. And we have to start with the children, because the children are our future. So in closing, I'd like to say I love you all. It's very important that we do that to each other. And let us continue to support health. Thank you.
Dr. Rhoda, that was inspiring, that was magnanimous, and I told Tony I'll be your first patient on Sunday tomorrow because I don't take good care of my eyes. So you hit this spot right there. My eyes are getting back. Wow, what an inspirational message. Kindness, love, humility. When helping hurts, lift them up. Very, very inspirational. Thank you, Winnie. My Nigerian sister from another mother. Thank you, Dr. Taylor, for sharing Dr. Rhoda with us.
That's one. We are Nigerian brother and sister, and she and I is a Chinese sister.
Okay, fantastic. Yes, come on in, you're not late. Thank you, welcome. We have empty chairs, empty table. The food is still warm. And thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming to help us to help. And we have some awards to present coming up. We also have the fundraising appeal that Dr. Abakar will be leading. And of course, we have our cultural presentation. But before then, we know that you have been sitting for a long time. You have just had a lot of calories in you, so we want you to digest a little bit. So Dr. Taylor has instructed me that I have to let you dance. Oh, yeah. So we have to have a little pause. You remember I told you Commissioner Davis was already dancing in her chair. So she's eager to warm up. So distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let's do some exercise. DJ.
At this stage, we are going to go ahead and go to the award component of this banquet. We are especially honored to have the opportunity to actually, recognize one of the associations that have been making a lot of waves in South Florida for a very long time. We have been admiring them from afar because of all the tremendous work they have done, not only here in South Florida, but also in Haiti. The Asian American Nurses Association. They are the proud recipient of our 8th Champion Award for this year. I'm going to invite all my directors to come here with me and join me up here. All of the directors, please, to honor this extraordinary organization. We have to applaud teamwork wherever we see it. Our society is, so laden with backstabbing and negativity, that when you see an association that has been going on stronger and stronger year in, year out, regardless of multiple transitions in leadership, you have to applaud them, you have to recognize them. So it is our honor to invite Ms. Rose Bassi, the President of Asian American Nurses. So members of the Asian American Nurses Association, please come and join your leader.
Oh my God! Check please. Oh my God! Say out
Now we will not be able to present the award tonight because we ordered it and it did not arrive, but we will definitely get it across to Anna. So again, on behalf of the Health and Education Project, congratulations on this lofty award that you have earned tonight.
The next award is presented to two students at the University of Miami. They will tell you their story in their own words in a few minutes. One of them, we couldn't get any of them to come. One of them is working tonight, an 8-hour shift, and I felt guilty having to ask him to come. It implied he would have forfeited 8 hours worth of money that he can use. So we are proud to present 2 awards to very needy students at the University of Miami this year. And very soon you will hear their stories. But I don't want to say anything about them. You hear their stories in their own words. And then you will understand why they deserve this award, and we hope that going forward it will be possible to give because helping people in need, to help them succeed, is very important. Thank you very much.
Where we really have to help to continue to do the work that they do. So please bring out your checkbooks, bring out your credit cards, call your bank and tell them you'll be doing a lot of cell transfer tonight because you are ready to help the Board of Health to continue to do their job. It gives me great pleasure to bring back to the stage to help us with the fundraising appeal. Let me tell you, I'm a very nice guy. I have seen Dr. Abaka do this many times. If you were thinking to donate $50, by the time Dr. Abaka finishes with you, your bank account will be empty. So I'm just warning you, don't say I didn't give you the heads up. Please welcome back to the podium, Dr. Edmund Abaka.
Thank you very much, Desmond. Honorable Commissioners, Honorable Commissioner-elect, representatives of all organizations, all protocol observers. It is my pleasure to be here this evening with my tag team member, Dr. Sophia George, to ask you to support us. But bear with us. We're going to create a series of vignettes to anchor our presentation tonight. Right? So give us a few minutes to create a vignette for you.
Evening to you all. I'm Emmanuel Fay, the head teacher of Bright Beginnings Academy. I want to say a very big thank you to Professor Edmund Abaka and all our sponsors in the United States of America. We thank you for the health and education lab projects. Because of you, our wards are now having good tables and chairs, which is going to help us a lot. We say a very big thank you. God richly bless you. May the good Lord protect you and grant you all your heart desires. Amen.
Received at 5:26 p.m. today, directly from Ghana.
So here is a note, and I'm going to read. I recently had an unexpected start to the semester with the passing of my father and my mother losing one of her jobs. This has caused me to work 2 jobs on campus and worry about paying my tuition along with helping my mom at home. Uber has been very expensive and we have been working very hard. Even though I feel like there are other people who need it more than I do, I would greatly appreciate it if my family could be blessed to receive a little break. This has undoubtedly been the hardest semester for me, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And I would like to give my mom a break by having to raise 4 children now all by herself. So this is from one of the students who was asking for help.
Thank you, Dr. George. My name is, I am from Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Since the summer of 2020, I unfortunately haven't had a chance to see my family back home. First ravaged by COVID in 2020, the peace in Haiti was later overturned by gang violence, political unrest, and the assassination of the president in summer 2021. Since then, my mother was forced to flee the country in view of her safety. This has placed my family in economic instability. I'm currently assisting my mother through these troubles and working 3 jobs to keep up with the bills. This has affected my academic work as I spread too thin, occupying all these different responsibilities. It would be an incredible blessing receiving this award. Then, as you already heard from Dr. Teller, the Noble College, Lagos, Department of Home Economics, Equipment for Work, Wiggins, Working Emissions, Jos, Nigeria, Internationally Displaced Persons, Receiving Food Items, Personal Hygiene Items, Home for the Needy in Benin, Money for Internally Displaced People, Class Student Support. And then, of course, Back to School Backpack. We delivered some of them to the, through the request of the United Ghanaians Association of South Florida, to be delivered to Dutch Commander, to a community that was seriously flooded, and this was designed to help the children going back to school. This is where we are. Of course, we can go on and on about stuff we did last year. So at this point, in my own modest way, I'm looking for only 4 people who can give us $1,000. 4 people.
4 people who can give us $1,000.
Yes. Any ticket? 4 people, $1,000. Any ticket? 4 people, $1,000. Any ticket?
I have to listen to my
Going once, 6 people, $750. You heard from some of the people that we are helping in their own words, not in ours, in their own words. That's very important. For 6 people, $750. Going once, going twice. If the checkbook is not here, it is fine. A flight is a flight. The flight can be redeemed at any future date. All we need is your information. We get in touch with you and we give the pledge. Going twice, $750 going twice.
So I'm pledging something.
Dr. Sophia George, $750. I am pledging $752 for the year. $750. I'm pledging $750. We have a pledge for $200. A pledge for $200. $500. 8 people, $500. Zelle, Cash App, credit card. Zelle, yes, Zelle, Cash App, Okay, Dr. Teller has the... Dr. Teller, cell number for pledges for donation. Dr. Teller. Dr. Teller.
Yes, sir.
Can you get the cell number on the board from the screen? Or Zelle, Cash App, credit card donation link?
And I did realize that my wife was keeping this in a special place for her, so I didn't know it already arrived. So we are going to represent it after this.
Zelle, Cash App, credit card, health and education love project at gmail.com. You can Zelle to that, or you can Zelle to the email. Or go online and every piece of information is there. $500 tickets, any tickets, $500.
Anonymous $500. Please give me a round of
$500 donation. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. $400. 7 people.
Thank you to the individual who gave us 500. Thank you to the individual who gave 200. The two of us have pledged $750 each.
We do what we do because we stand on the shoulders of other people who helped us. And so we grow, and so we help, and others help others, and it becomes one long chain of support in underserved, underprivileged communities.
150. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you.
150.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for those who have written checks for 100,000, for 1,000 without telling us. That's good. Those who have written or donated 750, 500 and not told us, we thank you very much.
Thank you for the 150. Dr. Teller. $100.
We also have more envelopes. We have more envelopes.
I see some people are going online and they are donating. That is all right. 150 here from the former national tennis champion of Nigeria, Dr. Sadiq Abdullah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And we have a donation from Chimbeberumbe. He has not authorized me to open it. Want me to open it? Okay.
From Rwanda Ice Alliance, $150. Thank you very much. Organization of Chinese Americans of South Florida, $250. Thank you very much. Chief Michael Egberule, $150. Ruth Green, $200.
We have another donation of $40 right here.
Tony Alpha Charitable Trust, Inc., $250.
Emmanuel Danso, $100. Oh, $100. Make sure that's you right. Bless all those who donated online. Thank you very much. By Zelle, thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Again, on behalf of the Health and Education Lab Project, we thank you very much for 1, your presence tonight, 2, for your donation tonight. They are all going towards a good cause. Each one help one, each one lift one. So please continue to donate online. If you have a pledge that you have not articulated tonight, go online, donate a pledge, or if it's Zelle, keep in mind it's Lab and Education Health Project at gmail.com. Go and make your donation. Every little bit helps. Small drops of water make a mighty ocean, and the mighty ocean has the capacity to uplift a lot of children. Thank you very much, and we hope that we'll see you again.
A round of applause to all our donors, and a round of applause to all of you for actually coming out today. Okay, so we're going to have to represent this. So, the president of the Asian American Nurses Association, Ms. Rose Bassi, please come up with your association or your members to finally receive this award that finally surfaced. And my directors, can you please come and join us now that we have the trophy?
No, you've been coming back at all.
Thank you, Desmond. Thank you, everybody. And one thing really, I just want to say one thing with Rhonda. And when Desmond said that I'm a Nigerian sister, right? But Rhonda and I is much closer. We are Chinese sister, but also from the same city, Macau. And that is not really like happen often. And then she born in Guyana and born in Macau, but in a very special occasion, our friend Nona brought us together.
And I was sitting there and listening to whatever saying that she was saying that, but she heard a cow. And when she heard a cow, she come right to me and I said, "What are you talking about?" And that night, Peter was performing. And so I really thank you that we make the connections, and thank you that you accept the challenge to be our keynote speaker tonight, and did not even realize we have doing so many in common together when you're itemizing everything. So Rhonda took the word out of my mouth. That's how sister think alike, okay? I was thinking about not the health yet, is the first one is health. So I said through the pandemic, we go for a lot of hard times, so we know health is so important. And education. We're all doing this one for our future generation. And we always think that they are the polar for the country. Okay? So in this way, when we do everything together, we need to have love. Okay? And then the other day when I was in another event, and I said, don't do this one, and this one is a Korean way to say, from the bottom of my heart. You can see the heart, the bottom of it. Okay, so if you see a lot of events that we're doing, and then Asian, Chinese, Korean, we all do like this way. That means from my bottom of my heart, say thank you. And then the other day, another event I learned, I have to do this one. I love you. So, and that's why when we work together, and you put all these ingredients together, then the future is going to be brighter, and then we all really have harmony working together. We can build a stronger community for everybody to enjoy. I think that we are the retired students, so we know the children, they're going to take care of the future. So we want to make sure they have good education. So we thank you for all of you sponsoring tonight. And also beyond, we also say about the website, you can continue, have your friend to help to support this program. So thank you so much for our friend from Guyana and everybody else. We have Chinese over here, Asian over here, so we have everybody. So, and then Guyana, Chinese. So that is very important connection. So again, thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart to everybody and to everybody. Thank you. And another thing to say, Chinese, we have to say, I need to teach you some Chinese education, right? I'm going to ask you 2 questions. Cantonese speaking, okay? Before you come into this room, what do you open? Okay, it should be everybody. So should be confident to say that door, right? After you come inside to this room, the door is open. You come inside. What do you sit on? Now put it together. Forget about that guy. I'm kicking him out sooner or later, okay? So now you put together. Meaning, mucho gracias. Thank you very much from Cantonese 101. 多謝. Thank you. That's education. Thank you.
Ni hao, ni hao. Thank you.
Not thank you. That's we have to kick him out, right?
You know, some people love to break through windows, so just
He know him better, right?
distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for indulging us tonight. Thank you for coming. I hope you've had fun. And there's one more thing left. Dance, 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 and have a good evening.